What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this nice, beautiful Thursday. I'm doing real good myself. You know, it must have been meant for me to do this particular video right here. Shout out to Queen I Know Who I Am for sending me this story. And then about maybe 5 to 10 minutes later, my wife, she alerted me of the same story. And wow, I'm telling you, this is more proof that in this day and age, in particular time that we're living in, that possession is increasing. Okay. And I know it is because the reason why I say that is because there was a time that we didn't hear about our people doing such heinous things like crimes, as what we're finna and get into with what this dude right here did. You know, it has to be possession. It has to go beyond what is called mental illness. This is beyond mental illness. Okay? That's just the way it is. Mental illness, a lot of times, it shouldn't. It really doesn't have anything to be doing with like creating unnatural acts of violence. Okay? Now, before we get into this story, I want to tell you about demons. All right? Just briefly, a lot of you already heard me discuss them. And when they were roaming the earth, so many thousands and thousands of years ago, before the Most High sent the flood of Noah, okay, in those days of Noah, when they was roaming the earth in the flesh, they ate people. They had a voracious appetite for human flesh. Okay? So the thing is this. They are all around us. And so is the angels that are guarding them from the ones of us that the Most High would have them guard from these demons. But a lot of us are not guarded by the angels. You see? And there's a how can I say there's a infiltration, okay, of demons in some of the people that are living the kind of lifestyle, whatever it may be, for these demons to infiltrate them and get into them and make them or have them. Well, basically what they're doing is using them as a human host to live out their evil. That's what it boils down to. Let's get into the story and you'll understand what I mean. Now, the title says here, Oklahoma man accused of cutting neighbor's heart out, killing two others, and had been released from prison. He had been released early from prison. Now, I don't know what he was in prison for because I haven't, read through the story. But listen to what this guy did. He cut his neighbor's heart out. Okay. Now this happened in Chickasaw, Oklahoma. An Oklahoma man who has been released early from prison January as part of a mass commutation effort is now accused of 3 killings, including the death of a neighbor whose heart he cut out, authorities said. A judge denied bail Tuesday for Lawrence Paul Anderson, who faces 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of assault, and 1 count of maiming from the attack this month in Chickasaw, about 35 miles southwest of Oklahoma City. All right. Now, you look at this man, there's an empty look in his eyes, kind of like an expression on his face is like that of a zombie, and more than likely, this dude's got many riders in him, if you understand what I'm saying. And that's what I call evil demonic spirits, riders. They latch on like parasite leeches, get into a person, and they live their evil out through that person. Now, to continue, according to the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, Anderson is accused of killing Andrea Lynn Blankenship, 41, and cutting out her heart. Authorities say Anderson brought the heart to his aunt and uncle's house, cooked it with potatoes, and tried to serve it to them before killing his uncle Leon Pye, 67, wounding his aunt, and killing Kels Yates, the pair's 4-year-old granddaughter. Look, the child, a baby. See, demonics have no regard for human life whatsoever. Matter of fact, they don't have a regard for any life, you know? See? Anderson sobbed in court during an initial court appearance Tuesday, the Oklahoma reported. "I don't want no bail, Your Honor. I don't want no bail," he said. Anderson's attorney, Al Hawk, indicated that he will seek a mental evaluation to determine whether Anderson is competent to stand trial. Anderson had been sentenced in 2017 to 20 years in prison for probation violation on a drug case. All right. The newspaper reported Republican Governor Kevin Stitt commuted the sentence last year to 9 years in prison, and Anderson was released for serving a little more than 3 years. See, they let him back out. But see, the reason why I pretty much emphasize the word drugs, see, many of you have heard me say this before about using drugs. What drugs do is actually open up the spiritual intellect within a person's mind. Could be the pineal gland. When it does that, all that you do is, and these entities are around us. They are around us, and they know when they can inhabit a person's body to do what they want to do. Okay? So see, you shouldn't use drugs. You know, if you do drink, well, you drink in moderation and you don't overdo it. Okay? Now, possession can happen to a person that's been traumatized too. Maybe he has been traumatized, but the thing I'm focusing on here is the drug use. Okay? That is what got a lot of this crazy stuff happening. A lot of these people are being possessed. That's all this boils down to. Now, to continue, Grady County District Attorney Jason Hicks criticized the criminal system reform that led to the commutation of hundreds of Oklahoma inmates. "It is time we do better," Hicks said. "If we have the highest incarceration rate in the world, okay. We can look at our citizens and be honest with them and tell them that you're safe. I can't tell the people in my district today that they're safe." Stitt's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment Wednesday. Jason Nelson, Oklahoma Interim Secretary for Public Safety, has said that the Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board recommended commutation for Anderson on a 3-1 vote. Now, see, look what they're responsible for. As far as I'm concerned, they should have kept him. But see, a lot of people might ask, how did this guy go from a drug, using drugs, a case or whatever, to going cooking, cutting somebody's heart out and cooking it and trying to serve it to somebody, and then when they don't want to eat it, you're going to kill them and maim them and kill the baby too. Demonics. That's all it boils down to. That's my explanation for it. Like I said, there's just so much that what they call mental ill people will do. This goes beyond demonics, and possession goes beyond mental illness. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this story. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, your views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.